Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fistner. How are you doing, guys? So, would you like to be interested what's inside the new SSD, how it's built, what chips are mounted on it? Let's find out. Here is the specification. If somebody didn't watch the video which I've posted it, I received it for free, and that is how I've opened it. It was not a lot of prying, to be true. Yes, that's all there is. Let's take it under the microscope. We can see that it's just this bit, nothing else. That's your SSD. Let me shine a bit more light if it's not too bright as well. Okay, so here it is. I see that I can't grab the good focus, so let us switch. That's a 1 terabyte. Yes, let us switch to the microscope and we can check it out. So here's the microscope, and let's see here what we've got. I'll switch off my light here, and camera can stay. Hopefully I won't be making any big moves. Okay, that's a controller chip, I'd say. That's looking like. So we've got a NSATA and the power connector. Okay, so those two are SATA and power connectors. You can see it never been used. It's a golden surface on top of that. Of course, at the back it's not gold, it's just gold at the outer surface. And we have a light here. We do. It's too bright, so let's lower it. Okay. Now we can see it better. So there is a fuse here with 0 written on it. There is not much going on here. Some regulator or something for coil, and then the memories. Yes. SD good. Yes, 1, 2, and on the other side there are 2 more. What else is here? That's just mounting one capacitor here. Don't know the values of them. It would be nice to check. And here are probably LEDs. These are looking like LEDs. 2 LEDs. They are hidden anyway underneath the on the right hand side it's a cathode. It's our anode. There is always smaller side here. It's anode, and then the bigger side is a cathode. So you could see that you could get LEDs out of it. That the hard drive, the drive is working, and power supplies, because that's our main power supply here. And that's some quartz or something. Don't know what it is. Maybe it requires some quartz on top of that. Okay, can't read it, guys. Let me yeah, exactly. You see, that's 25 megahertz, because that didn't make sense in my head. So it doesn't matter which slide you would install it should still work. I haven't seen quartz, regular quartz, which have like input and output. The one side is just you insert, and the second you just take out. Yes, if it's somebody specified, maybe that would be the case, but here I would say that it's a regular quartz. Again, another 0 ohm fuse, so it's a 0 ohm resistor. Yes, and I'm missing components, so probably there is some other version which had something to do with it. Yes, here one more diode. Maybe when they are doing debugging or something, they use some other stuff, and they just didn't follow up for the production. Here, who knows? Maybe that's a UART. Maybe we could try to connect with it. 2 connectors are this and this, and we can see that this could serve and this as a TX and RX, for instance, in UART. So that's quite curious. And then what else we got here? yeah, and there's nothing else, only this and only this, nothing else. And what's on the other side of this thingy? Yeah, okay, so we've got here as well, look, this one is connected, this one is connected, this one is connected, and this one is connected, and this one is connected. There's more. Okay, so maybe there's more to it. So what else is here? Same memories, so it's fine. Yes, YSP and connector from the other side. That's okay. So let's look at the controller again, because I would like to see if I can buy it online. I'll pause and I'll look for it online. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found it. Let's switch to the preview. Okay, so we are on the eStore website, eStore. I don't know if I can do it here. Oh, no, moving myself. Okay, it doesn't matter. YEEStore.com, and then in products you can search for it. It's a SSD controller SATA 3.2, and here you've got more features about it. Supports SATA 3.2 protocol, that's nice, and NAND flash, yes, 3D, TLC, QLC, support 1.2 volt. You see you've got these here, specified 2K LDPC, sequential read, you see 550 on these, yes, so if you use these models you can get 550 megabytes per second. I thought it's 550 megabits per second, but if somebody is more knowledgeable and it's 550 megabytes per second, please let me know. As you know, for me, capital B should be byte, lowercase b should be bit, yes, so for me. And random read is 37,500 IOPS, yes, so there is a limitation, of course, that's typical, but you know, it's of course not a problem. Consumer grade operation temperature, it's not bad, it's from 0 to 70 degrees. Support to the TL NAND flash, support, I don't know what this one is, so that's what I don't know. And then again, YS9082, but HC, if you're using, then 1.8 volt is supported. 4 channel I think it is, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. And then again you've got, you see HC is this, and then 510 support write is on HT and HP ones, and random write 75,000 IOPS. And industrial grade working -40 to 85, which is okay. Now it would be nice to have the data sheet for like a proper data sheet. Unfortunately I can't quickly find it, so I don't want to extend this video very much behind it, what we've got for the moment. But it is a modern controller which for real can offer those 500 megabits per second or megabytes per second. I don't believe in 500 megabytes per second, but okay, anyways. So that's what I mean here, you know. So these hard drives are for real, you know, on a full performance. They are good quality, and I do believe that the benchmarks which are shown on AliExpress, these are real benchmarks, yes, of these hard drives, because you've seen the controller, and we found the controller, and that's a SATA 3.2, which is awesome. I won't be running any tests. If I'll see any abnormalities, I'll put at the comment section as a third pinned comment that the performance was poor and what I found in which benchmark. Yes, so that's what I can do for you. if I'll see anything, you know, abnormal, yes, so it won't reach those speeds which we see here. If these speeds will be fine, you won't get pinned comment by myself down in the comment section. But as you see, your all SSD is like that. It doesn't have a lot of going on here. It's not a lot. That's why it can't be dear, to be true. It can't be dear. It would be nice if we could get the firmware from it. That would be nice, yes, if we could get firmware from it. And then we could do something, you know, something like that ourselves, and then we would understand it better. And then we could fix it always. Yes, whenever there is a problem, we could fix it. If you understand your devices better, less goes to the landfill. So that's why it's important to integrate with us, and that's why it's important to learn fixing these things. Some people will like to do simple things, some people will like to do software side, some people will like to do hardware side, some people will like to do micro soldering, yes, and they won't like anything else. So different strokes for different folks, but that's it in this video. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you see now how tiny it is and why there is no point of paying so much for them. Sometimes you buy them and people are paying over £100, yes. For what? I'm asking for what? What it is worth here, £100? What? Nothing. We shouldn't encourage people to buy the dearest stuff because that's fashion, and when you go for a fashion you don't care about anything else. That's my opinion, and you can quote me on that. Fashion is bad. There are bigger values to fight for rather than your fashion. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. If you disagree with what I just said, comment down below. But that's it for today. If you want any other videos about this SSD, you know, then please let me know down in the comments below. I never created such project, like, I mean, create an SSD. If I would find a data sheet for it, maybe I would be able, but you know, it would be quite interesting. I could make, let's say, 10 copies, and those who would like to, they could buy from me, run their own test and see if, you know, if that performs well or not, and we would have our own SSDs, you know, our own, not some others, but we would have to have specification, you know, a proper data sheet for this controller. I don't have time to look for one. If you've got time, you can look for the data sheet for it, or maybe Yeastor could somehow be keen to get the data sheet, and then we could do something about it. Or we can look for another controller and use another controller for SATA 3.2. But that's it in this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one, and if possible, let's fix them all. Take care. Bye bye.